For two teams outside each other's division, this matchup has evolved into one of the great rivalries in the NFL. It should be a thrilling contest, and we can't wait to bring you the action. It's the 49ers going up against the Giants. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. The slot man in motion right.
Watch it now.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The New York Giants offensively, their starters, and one guy out wide to take a look at, Sterling Shepard.
A really mature man in every way coming out of Oklahoma. Personally and professionally, you can play him out wide, play him in the slot. He can return punts for you. He's a dynamic playmaker.
Slot man moves right. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
Anthony Barr almost defies description at times. He's built like a defensive end, but he plays outside linebacker and does it quite well.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
For the defensive guys, that's wrong on just about every level. You did so many things right. Knock the ball free. You're excited you're going to get the ball. And then the offense gets it back.
And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
Olivier Vernon is a defensive end that combines terrific run-stopping ability with a quick first step to the passer.
And on 2nd and 10 now. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away. But oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
All right, here we go.
And the wideout in motion. They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Leopard, Leopard.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
All right, here we go. Gun!
The slot man in motion right.
Gun!
And they'll run it here. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. In the red zone this time. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Now a handoff here to his running back. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Niners. 61 yards on the ground. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out here in the aisle. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Their big-bodied receiver, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and he's got some space here. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery on a Giants touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own
going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And the Giants ready to come out now. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position. Help out your team.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught right side is Jeffrey. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. 13 yards there on the pickup. And it'll be a San Francisco 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
He filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He's got a man. Complete. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout.
All right, now, look at 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Detroit! Back that it up, Philly. Here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And avoids the contact by sliding. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Now, that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's got a man here. Complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 22 yards on the pickup there. And the 49ers are going to get a 1st. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be, 38 yards out. And this one is right through. So we've reached, and apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see in the postgame. We're ready to get to the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On play action, they'll throw. Out to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get...
Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself, but it was 4th down, and the possession changes. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And some room to work. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a gain of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And we have to give credit to them for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead,
and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jonathan Hankins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
Let's go. Lead on now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And New York set to take the field.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And they'll go on the ground. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
3rd down, still 14 yards left. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things
interception.
for different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. There goes Sterling Shepard. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Really nice little connection there. They go with the corner route, and it works out well.
And the best way to set up the corner route is to throw slants throughout the ball game so that when you're able to get back outside, the defender has to respect the inside game.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
All right, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Slot man moves right. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. They come out here in the eye. Jeffrey will go in motion right. They'll go to the air here on nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And some space here. He's at the 30. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that. Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Escaping the pressure right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now out come the Giants. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. And they'll send the slot in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players too.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field.
Now let's go. Leopard.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Second down following the run.
Here we go now. No. Check.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down.
All right, now look at 56. Detroit. Hurry up. Here we go. Leopard.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Really excellent job there of just going up and getting it.
Brandon, I'm a defender. I shouldn't be this excited, but what a play by the receiver downfield to elevate and make the catch.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll come out in the pistol.
Detroit.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be incomplete.
Let's go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
A gain of 19 and picking up the first. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done. Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They come out here in the eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's get back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
So much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move them out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. Jeffrey with a catch left side. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now a 1st down following that long gain. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. That one looks like he'll throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.